Hello everyone and welcome back to another screencast. On the menu today with number is multiplying by 10, 100 and 1,000 and so forth and so on. We're going to teach you how to multiply by multiples of 10. Okay, so here we go. What is place value? We need to have an understanding of this. So this makes perfect sense for us. In the decimal number system we use every day, the value of the digit depends on its place or position in the number. Each place has a value of 10 times the place to its right. So if we look here, we've got our millions, our hundreds of thousands, our 10,000s, our thousands, our hundreds, our tens, or our our ones or our units, our tenths, hundreds or thousands. Okay, so depending on where we fall, we're going up by 10 each time. So with our ones, if we move it in this direction, we're 10 times bigger than that, 10 times bigger than that, 10 times bigger than that, so forth and so on. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So when we're looking at these examples about multiplying these numbers, we've got 3 times 10. Hopefully you know the answer's 30, but this is how we get it. Okay, so if we write down 3 as a decimal, okay, we're going to make this number 10 times the size, and what we're going to do is we're going to shift these numbers to the left to make this number 30. Okay, so we're going to shift it one space to the left in reality. Now the easiest way for me to teach this is actually to move the decimal place, but we do need to have an understanding that we can't move the decimal place. The decimal place stays where it is, and actually the numbers shift along. But anyway, we're going to move it one space to the right, or we're going to shift the numbers one space to the left, whichever way you want to think about it. So my answer will be 30. So again, I'm going to write my 8 as a decimal, 8.0, and I'm going to shift that decimal or shift the numbers one space to either the left or the right. Okay, just remember when we're multiplying, we're generally making things bigger. So make sure your answer is bigger than 8. So it should be 80 rather than making it smaller, which is 0.8. Okay, so that's going to give us the answer of 80. Let's have a go yourselves on the next 2 questions. So give these ones a go, pause the video, come back and see if you've got them right. Okie dokie everyone, here we go. Let's turn this into a decimal. So we should have had 12.0, and we're going to make it 10 times bigger. So we're going to move the decimal place to here, and that's going to give us an answer of 120. On the next one, we're going to have 16.0 timesing by 10. We're going to move that decimal place to here, and that's going to give us an answer of 160. And there we go. It is as simple as that. When we're timesing by 10, we're moving it one space along. Now, we often get asked this. There is a 0 here, so that's our symbol or a sign that we're going to move it 1. When we move to hundreds and thousands, you will notice that we move it twice or 3 times. We've got some of those coming up now, but do the next couple yourself. See if you can get this one correct. And the hundreds one, just do what you think would be right. So here we go, we're back, and we write it down as a decimal for a start, so it's 529. We're going to make it 10 times bigger, so it's going to move one space to the right. There we go, and our new number would be 5,290. For this one, we're timesing it by 100, so this is going to be a bit interesting. We're going to need to potentially, if I'm going to move it once there, I'm going to run out of zeros, so just make sure you put the same number of zeros as you do above so that we can move it twice. We're moving it two in that direction, so that would be 52,000. So now we're moving to decimals. So again, the same rules apply. Make sure that you use the same rules. You move that decimal, in this case 1, or this decimal place 2, and it's to the right, remember, so we want our answer to be bigger. Give it a go, come back and see if you've got it right. Here we go. On the first one, we're going to move the decimal 1 space, to the right. So our new answer would be 2. On the one on the right, we're going to move the decimal place 2 spaces to the right, so our new answer would be 23. Now, we could write our answer as this, 0 to 3, but then cross off the 0 if that makes more sense to you, because 0 to 3 is the same as 23, isn't it? All right, so definitely pause the video now. These are thousands, so you have to think about how many you're going to move it to the right this time and how many zeros you might want to add to enable yourself to do that. Pause the video, give it a go, come back and see if you've got it right. Hopefully we're finding these nice and easy now, so we're definitely going to write them out. We're going to have, you'll notice there that I've written it out as 0.2 and I've added 3 zeros. I'm going to move it 3 spaces along here, and my new number will be 200. For the next one, again, you see how many zeros I added. I added an extra one for some reason. I was feeling generous. And we're going to move it 3 spaces to the right. 1, 2, 3. So my new answer would be 800. The next one, we've got 1.4. Again, an extra 0 there for good measure. We're going to move it 3, 1, 2, 3. And we can see there that our new answer is 1,400. And on the last one, there we go. We've got 3 zeros this time. And I'm going to move it 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And my new answer is 8,300. So hopefully you're doing these really, really well. You're finding these nice and easy because it's time for the quiz. Give these a go. Hopefully you should find these nice and accessible. Give them a go and come back and see if you've got them right. All right, everyone, the moment of truth is here. Have you got all of these 3 correct? If you have, you've absolutely nailed it. If you haven't, you might want to go back and watch the video again, but I'm sure you will. Let's go over the answers now. So on the first one, we're making it 100 times bigger. So we're moving that decimal place 2 to the right, and it gives us a new answer of 23,000. On the next one, we are simply moving that decimal place 2 to the right again because it's 100, and would end up with 5089. And on the last one, we're moving that decimal place 3 to the right. So we can see there we've moved it 3 to the right, so we end up with 39001. And that's our answer for that one. If you've done really well, fantastic. You can write a revision card on this, or you can get in contact with me, and I've got some electronic copies of these coming very, very shortly. So you can get those. It's nice and simple. But as always, I have thoroughly enjoyed helping you with your maths today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like, subscribe, do all those things that really help me out. All right, until next time, bye-bye.